Hi, my name is Amanda Diekman. I am author of the new book, Low Demand Parenting, and I'm a mom to 3 neurodivergent kids. I want to tell you one thing, and that is when things are really hard, when they're too hard, impossibly hard, when it's killing you, you're allowed to let things go. You're allowed to let the expectations and the imagination and all of the shoulds that can be so crippling, you can let them fall away. You are allowed to step off the path and find your own parenting style. Often in the past, when things would get really hard for me, is when I would be most eager to go and find another guru or an expert, somebody who knew my life and could give me some guidance of what I should be doing better, where I've gone wrong. I thought that if I was just more consistent, more persistent, if I had better boundaries, more rewards and punishments, if I showed up the same way every day and did the same things, if I had more support, if my kids would just listen. I had all of these ifs. If all of these things were true, then I would be okay. Then I could be at ease. Then I could rest. Then I could be happy in my own life. And I was always putting my own joy and my own connection to my real parenting journey out there in the future when things are better. And I had all of these supposed tos. Good families eat dinner around the table. Good parents make their kids fresh, healthy food. Good parents control the screen time behavior of their children. Good parents have kids who show up on time for school and participate in all of their lessons. Good parents check over their kids' homework and make sure that they bring it in on time. Good parents always fill out the paperwork that they're supposed to and never request a delay or extra time to complete the things they're supposed to do. I had so many shoulds. And the reality, at the same time as I was gathering all these gurus, I was getting all this advice about what I should be doing in order to get where I thought I was supposed to be with good kids, because I'm a good mom and I'm supposed to have good kids. At the same time as all of that was happening, the reality of my daily life was crushing me. The meltdowns, the demands, the challenges, the fighting and squabbling. And every day I dreamed that it would be different if I was just a better parent. And so I got more advice and more shoulds. And then the radical turning point for me in my own parenting journey was when I discovered that I could actually let things go. That if my child was melting down every day because they wanted a popsicle before dinner, and it was creating this impossibly hard scenario for me where I was trying to cook them a healthy, delicious meal that we would eat around the table like good parents do, and yet I have a child who's aggressively melting down, endangering me and their siblings and making it impossible for me to prepare this loving meal, leading to me yelling, making punishments, protecting other siblings, and so much drama so that we could do the thing that good families do. Instead, I could say, yes, sure, you can have a popsicle. In fact, I'll make sure that we always have good, yummy popsicles, that I feel good about and that I'm okay with you having before dinner. And then my child is happy. We feel trusting and connected with each other. I'm able to do the thing that matters most, which is preparing food that my kids can eat. And I'm actually still a good mom, even when I say yes to the popsicle. And even more radically, the last piece I want to leave you with is not just you can let things go for your kids. You're allowed to say yes. You're allowed to break the good parent rules and say, sure, you can actually eat dinner in your bedroom under a blanket. That's fine. Whatever that is for you, the real radical edge that I want to leave you with is that you are also allowed to let things go for yourself. You are allowed to say, this is too much for me, and so I'm going to serve food on paper plates so that I don't also have to do the dishes and put them in the dishwasher and unload them, all so I can do it all again tomorrow. You're allowed to say, I am going to prioritize going to bed early. Even though I know I'm supposed to go and do this and this and this and this other thing, I'm actually going to say no to those things. I can't right now because I need to prioritize my own sleep so that I can just show up for the day that I have ahead of me. It's not easy to figure out how to meet your deep needs at the same time as you begin to let things go. And I know it's scary and countercultural. It feels like, but what about the real world? And I'm supposed to push myself and I can't let anxiety win, and whatever the fears are that come up when you imagine letting things go. But I want to say there is magic in reducing the demands, in releasing the expectations, and radically accepting yourself and your kids just as you are. What if you are good enough just the way you are? What if your kids are good enough just the way they are? What if your life is good enough just as it is? What if your parenting journey could be good enough right here? By learning to let go of all of the myths, all of the shoulds, all of the fear of judgment, and all of the striving, we actually discover that we are okay right where we are, that we don't have to pretend to be any better than we already are, that we are good enough just as we are.